How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and this is a special request RPG Maker MB tutorial for Jans Alexiv. Sorry if I said your name wrong. So, in my video about boss design, I was telling you guys how you could use Yanfly's extra enemy drops to create custom conditions to give extra rewards if the player uses certain skills or kills an enemy with a certain ability or hits an enemy with a certain element type. And like I said, it's pretty simple, it's easy to do, but if you wanted to see a tutorial on it, I would make it if you asked me, and Jans has asked me to do this tutorial, so as promised, here's the tutorial on how to do conditional drops with Yanfly's extra enemy drops plugin. So in this example, I'm using water element as my trigger to get an extra item called the artifact token. And the artifact token in this situation is going to be used to do extra relic pools so that you can get more items. So if you beat this guy, you're going to get these items with percent chance. This is also part of the extra enemy drops plugin. So if you wanted to do extra drops, you just go enemy drops, type in the name of the item with a semicolon or with a colon, and then the percent chance you want to have for those extra items to drop. There's also many other ways to do this, and all of that is in the help file. But taking a look at the specific purpose of what we're doing here, we're doing a conditional chance that this won't proc unless we meet this condition. So in order to do this Lunatic Mode or JavaScript eval condition, you have to type eval in front of it inside the conditional item name drop brackets here. So we have conditional artifact token because that's the item we're trying to get. Obviously if you were going to award a sword or a dagger, you would type sword drop or dagger drop right here. You'd also put it right here where you'd close it off. So in this instance, what we're doing is we're creating an eval, and then we're saying enemy.times struck element, and then I'm putting the number of the element inside the parentheses here. So we're saying if that is greater than 0, we put our colon, we're going to say then get an extra whatever percent chance, and I want to make it a guaranteed chance that if you hit him with water at any point in the battle, when you kill him, you're going to get this item. So I'm doing plus 100%. So there's several other ways to do this, but let's demonstrate it real quick. So this boss is set to a static level of 5, and I've set the party to level 5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kill him first without using any water skills. Okay, we're just going to use our special moves. That's an instant. That's going to let us get some extra attacks. A side note, okay, we're not going to use water, but we'll just try to blind him. Side note, I've switched the combat system from CTB to default battle system because it seems to run a lot smoother, and after testing ATB, CTB, and DTB, this is just a much better way to go about handling 6 party members with up to 8 enemies at the same time. Trying to calculate all of those things, it seems to have created some lag that makes the game not as fun as it should be. So with this, there's a whole lot less lag, even with all of the functions that I want to apply at the same time. So this enemy is weak to water, and it's strong to earth attacks. But all the other status effects have the regular percent chance to land. All of the enemies are going to have unique skills, and I'll just go over some of the things about the game. So let's just zerg him a little bit here and kill him really quickly now with our speed up script on. I'm just holding the action button. A script I recommend most RPGs should have. So we beat him, we got our experience, we got our rewards, but we didn't get that artifact token, right? We got his regular drops with a percent. We actually got all 3, so that's like 1 out of 10 that would happen, or even less than that. But we didn't get the artifact token because we didn't use water. So let's hit him again. Let's fight him again, rather. And we'll just, this time we're going to use water on him. Cast water. Because water is classified as element number 5, which is, water element. So that should trigger the other thing to happen, the condition to happen, and grant an extra 100% chance to get an artifact token. So now, we'll kind of fast forward through this. We see we're using water on him. He's taking a little bit of extra damage from water. Kind of hurt him a little bit. And he doesn't seem to be too much of a problem if you're fighting him at the max level, which is 5 for this battle. got him taken down. Let's look at our drops. And we can see that this time, since we hit him with water, we got our artifact token. So that's pretty much it. That's as simple as it is. You get your item if you meet the conditions. Let's look at the extra enemy drops help file really quickly, if I can find it. Got so many plugins now. So there's no parameters for the extra enemy drops. You basically put it in and it's ready to go, but it won't do anything if you don't add note tags. So all of the note tags will be put inside the enemy note tags. And here's a brief description of it. It's very easy to use. It's pretty simple. If you read it, you'll get the gist of it in no time. You saw how I did it at the beginning of the video. If you missed that, skip back to the beginning. You can do conditionals right here, and these are the conditions you can put in. And if you want to do it without JavaScript eval, you can. There's a lot of pre-built functions in here that you just type it out in a logical fashion, and you don't have to do any evals. But you can get some extra control with JavaScript functions, Lunatic Mode, coined by Yanfly. So you can say if you beat the enemy on the third turn, or past the third turn, or before the third turn, using greater than equal signs and less than signs, then you can give an extra drop if the enemy died before turn 5 or after turn 5. You can say if this specific characters like a mortal enemy, to this you can make it check what actor you're using to kill an enemy to give extra drops there. You can see if it was the last hit on the item was a specific skill or a specific item. You can check to see if that was used to be the killing blow, and if so, you can give extra drops there. Times struck by a certain skill, so you can say hit this particular enemy with a skill called Smash 5 times, and then you just put eval inside the conditions. Enemy.timestruck skill, you put the number of that smash skill greater than 4, because if you do greater than 5, then you'd have to hit him with 6 times logically. So you can say time struck with, this is for a skill and this is for the item. Same thing applies though. You can even make it even more broad and say hit this enemy with black magic more than, or at least 3 times. So you can say eval and type this out and then put the skill the type number, which is on the types of your database. And then if you use any skill in that whole skill type, every time you use one, it adds 1 to that count. And if it's greater than whatever number you want, then you can award extra drops there. Time struck by a state. You can say if you get him poisoned, then you can give an extra drop. And the one I was using, which is this final one, time struck element, and I'm putting 5 here because that's the element I'm using for water. So if you hit him greater than 0, so all you have to do is hit him with it 1 time, and that's going to trigger, and then it's going to give the 100% chance to get that extra drop. That's pretty much it. Check out the help file for Yanfly's extra enemy drops. I'll put a link in the description below to where you can get this plugin straight to it off of yanfly.mo. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more special requests, put them in the comments below. Like this video if you like these special request videos and want to see more of them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can always check out driftwoodgaming.com for specific tips and tricks on RPG Maker. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.